Morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Pierre, and we're going to start this show off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
Stay where you're to till it comes where you're at. Or tune in again to the Mac City Morning Show.
Everybody, Keith Simpson here from Mireille Zatcha. Just a quick chat about the wonderful community we live in here. As you guys know, we support the Oil Barons. We've joined the drive-in movie theater. We're involved in the marathon here in Fort McMurray, and make sure we're taking care of the kids and all the local businesses, all the local charities, and all the local foundations, guys. That's what makes this community such an amazing place to live.
All right, we're back from that awesome intro. Want to give a big shout out to the title sponsor, Noral Toyota. Keith, Fad, Nimmer, all the boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen down at Noral Toyota. Thank you for being a sponsor, the title sponsor of the Mac City Morning Show. Me and Tanner really do appreciate it. It keeps the lights on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now, on that note, it's time to talk to our guest. I don't know who our guest is today, so I'm very excited to have a chat. As you also know, I don't introduce my guests because they can do a better job than myself. So on that note, can you please tell everybody at home who you are and what you're about?
Yes, thank you for having me, Elliot. My name is Mireille Zatcha. I am a mom. I am a teacher here in Fort McMurray.
Okay.
And I'm the founder and executive director of Mandla's Foundation.
Okay. Well, let's just get started off with what is this foundation about? What do you do? What's the main objective? Let's hear about that.
The foundation is about my late daughter, whose name was Mandla. She was a student at École Saint-Paul, and she passed away 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and I created this foundation to honor her memory.
Okay. And so what does the foundation do? You're honoring her memory through...
We are honoring her memory through doing different actions in the community. We are making donations.
Okay.
Last year we had a day proclaimed in her honor here in the Wood Buffalo.
Right.
And we are making donation. And this year we would like to launch a program.
Okay.
A community program, yes.
Okay. So now if people wanted to get involved with this foundation that you've started, how do they get in contact with you? Are you looking for volunteers? Are you looking for funds? Like how can people support and where can they find it?
We are looking for volunteers. They can reach out to me through the website of the foundation.
Okay.
Or through my phone number.
Okay.
Or email. And we are looking for funding too if people are willing to pitch in. But
okay, very cool. Now you said you're a teacher. Where are you a teacher at?
At École Saint-Paul.
Oh, I have a little boy who goes to that school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever met him before.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay. Well, I'll tell you now. I don't want people at home to know because they'll figure it out very quickly. But yeah, he goes to the school. He's a little boy. He loves it there, and he loves your guy's mascot.
The Panther.
The Panther, because he says, Dada, the Panther has my last name. And I said, oh, he's like, it's Pierre the Panther, and I am blank Pierre. Are we related to the Panther? Maybe. I said, oh, I don't know.
So is the Panther black or pink?
The Panther is black.
Yeah. Nice.
So, yeah, when he went there, he didn't go to EAP there. He started ECS or Kinder. Mm-hmm. And so now he's moving along.
École Saint-Paul is an amazing school.
Yeah.
An amazing school family. Yeah.
He's in the French immersion program and just...
I teach in French.
Yeah. You teach what grade do you teach?
Grade 1 this year. Yeah. But I've taught grade 2 and 5.
Okay. Interesting. All right, we'll talk off camera. I don't like to blow up my little kid's life, so we'll talk about off camera who he is and if you've seen him around.
As much as he'd love that.
Oh, I would love nothing more because my kid is just, I love him so much. I'm addicted to him. But I recognize like the pitfalls of like the internet. So I keep him as far away from it as I possibly can. So. All right, so when did you come to Fort McMurray?
Oh, I came here in 2009, so I've been here for a long, long time.
Okay. And have you been teaching in the Catholic school district the whole time?
The whole time.
And have you always been at St. Paul's?
Always, yeah. That's my
Really?
school family. Yeah, that's my base. That's family to me. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's phenomenal. No, it's a great school. Like I don't live in Thickwood. I live in Timberley, but we send my son there because
Yeah, because it's French immersion.
it's French immersion, and so that was one of the only options outside of. I guess if we wanted to send him to public school, we
It
could
would be.
have
It
sent
would
him
have
to
been Dickinsfield.
Dickinsfield,
Yeah.
which would have made more sense because it's closer, and my parents live in Dickinsfield, but
Oh,
Isn't
My
there a
wife-
French school up here too?
no, there's a francophone
Francophone
school,
school,
so it's
yeah.
100%. And because dad doesn't speak any English or French, sorry, neither does mom. Like you got to be fully committed to French
yeah.
if you send to the francophone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, my wife is a vice principal in the Catholic district, so sending our kid to a public school probably wouldn't have looked at.
Well,
Wouldn't look too favorable. But I love St. Paul's. It's a great school.
it's a great school.
It
It's a
really
great
is.
school.
Yeah, big shout out to all the
Oh,
teachers,
yeah.
principals.
And the principal.
Yeah, Madame Claude.
Madame Claudette, Madame
Claudette?
Fiedler. Yeah.
I only know everybody by their first
By
names.
yes,
So,
because the kids call us like
That's
Madame
right.
Mireille, Madame
That's right.
Stephanie, and all of that. Yeah.
so when you moved to Canada, I'm assuming you were already a teacher then. So,
Nope.
okay, well, explain how you
Well-
got into the teaching profession for me.
Well, I was born in Africa, in Cameroon.
Okay.
Yeah, we are very famous with soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was gonna say that's exactly what.
yes, we represent.
Yeah.
And then I went to Europe to do my university studies. So
Okay.
I lived in France for a couple of years, and from there I immigrated here in Canada. But I
Okay.
landed like everybody in Montreal,
Right.
and then yeah,
Okay.
and then
So French was something that you followed through.
yeah. Back home we do speak French. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I would say my first language will have been French, but I have my African language, right? So I
Mm-hmm. Right.
did all of my studies from elementary to university in French. But we have a dual background. Like here, we have a Anglophone part and a Francophone part.
Right.
But the biggest part is Francophone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I've got to ask. It's one of my favorite questions to ask immigrants. And I asked my parents this when I was younger too, because they're not from Canada. Why? Why did you pick Canada? Like, obviously, you're coming from Africa, then you're in Paris or France. Sorry, I don't know if you were in Paris necessarily.
Yes, I was in Paris, and
And so, like, you're adventurous. So
yes, I am.
So, like, what was the hook to come to Canada? I love Canada. I'm not bashing it. I just
I love Canada.
I'm so interested on why people pick Canada. So, like, why did you choose Canada?
But for me, it was mostly economic reasons.
Okay.
When I, like I said, I went to Europe, to France to do my university studies. When I finished my university studies, I couldn't get a proper job, the job that was fitting, with my studies. And I was thinking, like, am I going back? Am I going anywhere else? And I have families in other countries in Europe, but I don't know. I have a family here too in Montreal, so I decided to come here
Okay.
because I thought it would be better
Right.
to be here. Yeah.
How do you deal with the cold when you first got here?
Oh my goodness. You know what? You just suck it up and you think, you know what you left behind, and you
Right.
just have to make it
Yeah. Yeah.
happen. Yeah, you have to, cold, whatever it is, I have
Right.
to make it. Yeah,
Right.
so
So you're going to, you arrive in Montreal. It's a temperature shock,
cultural shock as
cultural
well.
shock too. So how do you decide to go from Montreal to be like, you know what? I'm gonna go even further north, and I'm gonna go to a community called Fort McMurray, Alberta. Like, how did you hear about us?
Well, I knew nothing about Fort McMurray, but when I landed in Montreal, I met my husband, and he had in mind to come to Alberta because he graduated in the oil, with something regarding the oil, right? So
Right.
then he decided he will come here. And what do women do?
Yeah.
Follow.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Good
right.
followers, right? So we went to Calgary first, and then at that time the economical boom was here, so we decided to come over here.
Right. Right. Nice.
That's how we discovered
Yeah, Fort McMurray. Yeah, everybody finds it in their own different way. Like more often than not, it is because of like job opportunity, right?
Yes.
But it's not always like when you come to Canada, like, or even when you come to the province, it's not like the first
No, it's not
place
the
people
first
think
thing
of going because we're literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so it's not something that you're like, oh yeah, I stumbled across it. I
No.
was out for a Sunday drive. So when it comes to travel, have you ever had an opportunity to go back home and visit, or have you
Yes.
been like not stuck?
Yes,
But
I'm a youth traveler.
Okay.
That's what I like to do. So
okay,
I went back to the East Coast a couple of times, to Europe and to Africa. Yeah, a couple of times as well.
so you're a traveler. So the last 2 years must have been pretty challenging for you.
It has been.
Yeah. No traveling allowed.
Oh, I did some traveling lately. So
Yeah. Oh,
good.
okay. Nice. It's been like for me. I love traveling too. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. So since international travel was so challenging, I went and I did a bunch of traveling within the country.
Within the country, exactly. That's what I did
Yeah,
too.
it was still challenging, but I was able
To go.
to go and do it. Like big shout out to Winnipeg. I went to Winnipeg. I like Winnipeg a lot. So
I did love Winnipeg a lot
Yeah.
because I visited it a couple of years ago.
yeah, Winnipeg was one place that we went, and yeah, there's a few different. Even in Alberta, we traveled to places in Alberta that I've never been to before. So yeah, you got to travel. It doesn't matter like if it's extravagant or
No, it
like
doesn't matter.
luxurious. Just like travel.
Just travel. Yeah,
travel.
that's my philosophy. Just travel.
Yeah. So listen, I just got a signal from Tanner. And the signal is that it's time for the Mac City Minute. I don't know if you know what the Mac City Minute is, but it's Tanner's segment where he's going to ask you some questions, 5 to be exact. I don't know what exactly the questions are that he's going to ask you, but I do know healthy teeth and or teeth in general make this segment easier to answer. And we have a sponsor for this segment, McMurray Denture Center. And so listen, if you need some good-looking teeth,
I know where to go.
you know where to go. So they're a sponsor for this segment, so we want to give them a big shout out. There may or may not, but definitely may be a clip of them later on in the show, but we got to shout them out. Thank you, Karam, and all the crew down there for sponsoring the segment. We do appreciate it. Tanner, hit her with the Mac City Minute.
All right, quick mention. My new favorite thing in this show is watching you on the spot come up with some way to roll into the sponsor plug.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, those are not pre-road or anything
No,
like that.
and I like the guest's face to be like, what is this crazy man talking about?
Yeah, if they could see my face, I have the same expression. It's fun.
Yep.
Anyways, your first question. What is your favorite part of running your own foundation within Fort McMurray?
It's meeting new people and people that knew my daughter who were impacted by her.
Question number 2. What is your favorite part of teaching children within Fort McMurray?
The hugs and them, discovering something or learning something or taking them from one point, and by the end of the year, you're just amazed by all of the learnings. Yeah.
Question number 3. What is the biggest difference you noticed when speaking French in 3 different French-speaking countries?
Woo! A lot of different vocabulary and meanings. Yeah.
Question number 4. What is the most exciting thing you tried when you first got to Canada?
Poutine?
I was going to say the same thing. I love that answer. I literally was like, please say Poutine.
I have asked that question multiple times, and that is the first right answer.
Yeah, that is the first right answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
And your final question. What is your favorite moment you've had within Fort McMurray so far?
When I lost my daughter, the amount of love and support I received was just mind-boggling. It was mesmerizing. It was unheard of. Like, yes, I am an immigrant. But Fort McMurray is home to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think that I'll feel as much as home if I was in Cameroon.
There you go.
And those have been your 5 questions.
There we go.
Thanks, Tanner.
I wish that there was a camera on Tanner's sometimes because when you said poutine, I clapped, and yes, and Tanner got excited too, because we have asked that question before,
Oh, okay,
because it's a good
good.
question for like if somebody who's coming from out of the country is here, and we say there's no such thing as a right answer, but listen, you nailed it. That was
I've
the right
done it.
answer. That was a good one. So let's just fixate on that. When you tried poutine, what were your thoughts?
I was like, first of all, no meat.
Right.
Second of all, fries and gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
delicious.
good.
It's really good. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was that I think it needs to be on the citizenship test of like what a poutine is.
That's right.
Yeah, it's sequential to Canada. Like,
Yeah.
how do you get out of the airport without smelling it?
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. So how long did you live in Montreal for?
I lived in Montreal for 2 years.
Okay, 2 years. Yeah, it's a beautiful city.
Oh yeah, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful, yeah.
And they have the comedy festival down there. They're just for laughs. I've always
Just
wanted
for-
to participate. I
Oh,
never.
it's-
Awesome. Yeah.
yes.
So, like, outside of just the comedy that goes on, is there any other events or things that are transpiring when that happens, or is it just the comedy shows that you can go to?
No, you have the jazz festival sometimes too.
Okay.
Amazing as well.
Right.
What else do you have?
Like during that time frame. Like I know there's so many things throughout the year Montreal has. Like you have the tennis tournaments, like
The F1 race.
the F1 races there. Yeah, that's another good one. But yeah, just for laughs, I wondered, is it just the comedy during that week, or is there potentially other
No,
activities?
you always have other activities, right?
Okay.
When they're doing that, they have like a big scene where you will see the comedy, but around that there are other entertainers and
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Elliot, you
Cool.
just put on your coveralls, and you could definitely throw on a set there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Listen, one of these days I'm going to wear those coveralls on the show.
Yeah, I know. I'm very excited.
But you know what I might have to wear on this show eventually?
What?
Dentures.
You think?
I don't know. I got a beautiful white smile, but who knows? But you know, we should probably look at that ad though.
Yeah, you want to?
Karam has a beautiful smile.
Yeah, I think.
Let's check it out.
Hey guys, Karam here with McMurray Denture Center. A lot of people are surprised to hear this, but I'm born and raised here. So is this company. We're local, just like you. Come on in, we'll help you out.
I'm liking the randomness of this these sponsors.
I feel like you just like that power to look at me and get me to hit you with something other than the intro.
That's right. That's exactly it. So, listen, we're coming to the end of our 20 minutes. But before we let anybody go, you get a shameless shout out or plug. So you have the mic, the camera, and the lights. Have fun.
So what am I supposed to do?
Anything you want. Anybody you want to shout out, anything you want to plug.
Oh,
It's all you.
I would like to shout out my Eco Simple family, the principal, but also the whole staff, because they have been, I always say, if I'm still standing today, they have played a big part of me being here, being able to come back to work, because I stayed away for 2 years. I couldn't, I wasn't strong enough to come back.
Right.
And like I said, there's no better school.
There you go. Love it. That's a good
There's
shout
no
out.
better school.
Now, before I let you go, one more thing. Let's talk about it one day. You have a foundation. How can people get in contact to support, get involved through volunteering or donation? How can the community help with that foundation?
Well, there are different ways, right? We're launching a program, and we hope people will be able to donate. But the best way is to go on our website, which is mandlafoundation.org.
Okay.
And also they can reach out to us on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. And from there we can, tell exactly what to do if
Right.
they want to help regarding, depending on what time they have and what they want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. There we go. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. Anytime you want to come back, you can come back again and again and again.
Okay.
We'd love to have you. Next time you
Thank
come
you.
back, I want to talk to you about all the travels that you've done,
Oh, yeah.
because you probably have lots of great stories from traveling.
I do, and I've traveled pretty much everywhere in Canada. The only place that is left for me is the far north
Oh, Northwest
and
Territories.
the Maritimes. But
You never. Well, listen.
I've done
You got to go
the
to the
whole other.
Maritimes.
Yeah,
You got to go. All right.
I'll go.
Okay.
You
Well,
sold me on that.
There you go. For McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world, that's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. Thank you for tuning in, and another big thank you to our sponsors, McMurray Denture Center and the mains for the Mac City Minute. We did a good job of shouting them out today. But also the title sponsor, Noral Toyota, Keith, Fad, Nimmer, and everybody that's part of that team down at Noral Toyota. Thank you to the sponsors for helping us out. We really do appreciate it. I hope everybody's having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
What a deadly old way to end another morning show. Later, boss.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.